Hey guys, it's Allie. I hope you're having a fantastic day. So let's say that you have a loved one with dementia and you need to speak to the doctor privately. And you're concerned that when mom or dad or whomever it is goes with you to the doctor, that they always present themselves so well. What is going on? So first of all, you need to understand that people with dementia, for whatever reason, and we don't really understand why, a lot of times when they know they're going to be seeing the doctor, they can really pull themselves together. So it is not your imagination. It's kind of like taking your car to the shop and it won't make that noise for the mechanic. Well, people with dementia, for some reason, will pull it all together sometimes when they go to the doctor, and it's dumbfounding. How in the world can someone who just yesterday thought that it was a different season, a different year, and that their parents were still alive, how can they act so normal in front of a physician? It's confounding and it's frustrating. So, first of all, just know that does happen. It is something that most people who love someone with dementia have dealt with that. The other thing that you need to know is a little trick that I'll tell you that I have found works for families. What I recommend is that you remember, first of all, that doctors are very busy. They have a very limited amount of time with each person, and you don't want to be trying to speak kind of coded language in front of your loved one. So the best thing to do is to call in advance and explain to the person making the appointments that you actually need 2 appointments. So what I recommend is that you make a separate appointment for you to speak to the doctor about your loved one. And that is something that is private, just for you. Your loved one's not there with you, so they're not patiently waiting or impatiently waiting while you're in the next room speaking to the doctor, because that can make paranoia so much worse. And for those of us who love people with dementia, we know that paranoia is very real and it can be very frustrating for you and for them. So if you make a separate appointment, then you have that devoted attention from the physician that you can explain what you're seeing in the home, what kind of symptoms you're dealing with, and you're free of worrying about that embarrassing your loved one, upsetting your loved one. You're not going to get in trouble for telling too much. So generally, whether that appointment is a telemed appointment or is an in-person appointment, I always recommend to my families that they offer to pay for that just as a separate appointment or separate copay, and then you are out of worries, because then the next day or the next week when your loved one comes in for their appointment, you don't have to worry so much about trying to make sure that you're getting across what's happening, because you've already given that information. Now, you can obviously do that on the same day if you want to, but for whatever reason, I think that it does work better if it is a separate appointment and something that does not happen around the same time, and you really do not want your loved one waiting for you in an exam room while you spend time alone with the doctor. Okay, so that's my tip for today, and how to talk to your physician about your loved one who has dementia, or if you want to call them memory problems, or however you want to phrase it. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. I do wish that you would share my channel. Go ahead and subscribe, and if you have any comments, I would love to hear what you have to say. Thanks so much and have a great day.